Welcome back to the Stress series. Today we look into the different types of stress and the impact each one has on your life. As we previously learned, stress refers to the sum of the physical, mental, and emotional strains on a person. It is the physiological or psychological response to an internal or external stress. Stress really is our built-in response to threat or danger, and it is designed to help us to survive. However, in the world that we live in today, a lot of the time our stress is not what it once was, but more how we will cope or survive with the limited resources we have, like time, energy, and money. Whether stress is real or imagined, immediate or further away, our bodies react either way. According to the American Psychological Association, there are 3 types of stress: acute stress, episodic acute stress, and chronic stress. All 3 of these can make us feel out of sorts or even ill, but chronic stress is often ignored, and this is leading to the situation many of us find ourselves in today. Acute stress is normal and a natural response to being late for a meeting or when you need to meet a deadline and time is ticking and you feel stressed about whether you will make it in time. It's the stress response that comes on very quickly, and then once the stressor has passed, the stress subsides. It's that feeling when you almost have a car accident. You suddenly feel your heartbeat racing and your blood pressure rise, but several minutes later, you are calm and relaxed again. With acute stress, you might also experience irritability, anxiety, sadness, headaches, back pain, and gut problems, but they typically subside when the stress eases. Our minds make these stresses last longer. A situation that you had at work or with a friend might replay in your mind, keeping you up at night. You might be worrying about your future or a looming deadline, but this type of stress doesn't have any larger consequences on your relationship or your career. Episodic acute stress is when you experience acute stress regularly and you start to feel like you are living in a constant state of tension. It can happen when what you need to do far exceeds the time you have to get it done. It can also happen when you are just feeling completely overburdened and overwhelmed by your life. At work, your company might be understaffed while the workload keeps increasing, or your boss is constantly stressed out, passing over the emergencies to you. You might be a highly structured and achievement-oriented person, but with constant firefighting and crisis management, you don't achieve either. If you're a warrior or a perfectionist, you might find yourself in this category. The symptoms are similar to what you experience in acute stress, but occur more often and accumulate over time. It is usually at this stage where people start turning to unhealthy strategies to cope. You start craving junk food or turn to comfort eating. You might start drinking alcohol more to help you relax. You might start working late into the evenings to help reduce the load. You might also slowly give up activities and hobbies or goals that used to be important to you. Episodic acute stress can start to wear away at your relationships and work, and if you don't manage your stress here, episodic acute stress can contribute to serious illnesses like heart disease, insomnia, or clinical depression. If things do not change, you will slowly find yourself in the 3rd type of stress, which is known as chronic stress. This is the grinding stress that wears us down over the years. The problem with this level is that your stress becomes habituated, which means you do not know how to live any other way. Your pressure and strain is constantly on high. Will you have enough money to get by through the month? Will you be able to keep up with the bills? Will you keep your job or will you get retrenched? The demands are unrelenting and you don't know when they will stop. You get by day by day. You may experience life as chronically stressful even when the surface appears okay. Whether the cause lies in your mindset or difficult circumstances, Many people stop fighting for change and begin to accommodate chronic stress because at this stage, your defense mechanisms come into play. Many people lose touch with their feelings and simply go into autopilot where they have dissociated from how much they are really struggling to cope inside. Distinguishing between these three types of stress will help you to see your own circumstances clearly. Are you overreacting, seeing a temporary situation as permanent, or have you been ignoring the signs for years? Knowing the three types should also help you find perspective and feel more compassion for yourself and other people who are also under a lot of strain. No matter where you are in your life, remember, life isn't a destination. If you remain stuck in the unchecked assumption, when this pressure ends, then I will take a break. You may never take a break. Things will always be urgent and pressing and needed now, but attempting to the urgence only maintains the status quo. To take back your life and your health, you need to see time out and breaks as mandatory and necessary to your ability to succeed and get the results you desire. So, what type of stress are you currently in right now? Thanks for watching. To continue watching the stress series, click here.